Good morning and welcome to today's pre-market video. Now in today's pre-market video we are going to take a look at one stock and one index. The index will take a look at it as Sensex since it has its expiry today. We'll take a look at what option buyers can do and what option sellers can do. Then we'll also take a look at Bajaj Finance. This year I had covered Bajaj Finance before on the YouTube channel plus on the investing articles I pen. So now in both I had shared a price target for Bajaj when it was at the top, and we have gone and hit the final price target I had given for it, and so I'll be covering it again and what it lies ahead for the stock in terms of equity and also in terms of F&O. Now before we go into all that, on the news front, the local news there's not really much to discuss. In fact, there's nothing to discuss. But on international news front, the US market has had a positive open. I'm saying positive open as I record this the night before, and the US market right now is doing well. This is the US retail sales, also the core retail sales, the jobless claim and the Philly Fed all have come out as expected. All have done well, are positive, so that's a great thing for the American economy. Also another thing, the ECB has decided to cut rates by 25 basis points, but that was something which was already expected. So now what we will have to wait and see is what the ECB says in the upcoming press conference. Just that will decide what's the tone for the future. So that's it on the news front. Now we'll first take a look at Bajaj Finance and then we'll go to the Sensex Expiry. Now for Bajaj Finance, I've kept the prior price target I had given in blue, and the rest of the levels are in red and black depending on support or resistance. Now when I covered Bajaj Finance, it was roughly at this point, and in fact let me remove the highlighter so it comes clear. When I covered Bajaj Finance, it was roughly at this point, and I had said we have reached a top, and I gave 3 price targets for it, 3 support zones, and I said as it breaks each it will be going to the next one. This is the last support zone I had given. I had said that if it gets basically stopped here, it can go towards 6,800 to 6,850. Exactly that has happened, as the stock has managed to go down, straight down, in fact, not even in a slow manner, as one big drop, bit of stagnation, then another drop. And now we are basically a stone throw away from the support zone of 6,800 to 6,850, which I had shared. This is yesterday's closing price was 6,899. So we're just 49 points away from my support zone, which in a 7,000 rupee stock is basically nothing. Now, what is my trading plan for Bajaj ahead? Now, according to me, it will be very important to see if Bajaj Finance is able to hold this support zone. This is by chance, if it's not able to hold this support, then it will have a bigger fall than towards 6,550. However, how I see it trading out now, I believe we may go below this support by, let's say, 0.5% maximum, 0.5 to 1% maximum, but it will end up forming a range of basically within this zone, a box range, which will become a bit of a fighting zone. Something like what happened here. We formed a box range, then it made the next move. I expect the same. I expect us to form a box range within this zone, and that will then again fight it out and determine whether we're going to go up. So according to me, in the coming sessions, as long as it is between 7,080 and 6,800, this is a box range zone, and you're not going to get any clean move within the zone. So all who are trading Bajaj Finance on the way down via futures or whatever, now is the time to basically phase it out. This is as doubt is going to be dual way moves, and that clean move will not be coming in an easy manner. You might get a small clean move intraday, but positional clean move it's not going to happen, as it will form a range. But now at the end of the range, if it breaks 7080, then you can first target 7150, but that is still a weak resistance which can be blown through. But if you break 7080, main target is 7260, and if you break 7450. On the other hand, if you break 6800, main target is 6550. Now, what is my trading plan? If I look at it from an equity point of view, then I will not touch Bajaj Finance right now. This is, it can go in a box range for days and days, and you'll end up missing opportunities elsewhere. However, from an option point of view is where you can earn something, but you'll have to have a good amount of capital to do option selling in Bajaj Finance. And I will most likely enter option sales. I will sell the range of 7080 to 6800. I'll sell both calls above 7080 and puts below 6800 to try to capture on that range bound movement. This is as of today we are on 18th October. Now we are heading towards the expiry. We are closer to the expiry than the start of the month. So now the decay is going to come better. So option sellers are going to have a better chance. So that range bound movement will end up helping option sellers rather than option buyers. This is, I would not do an option buy, as I said, the clean moves have ended. So the noisy move can only be captured by option sales and not by equity, not by option buying. So if you have the capital to do option selling, then this I think is a stock which is good right now, and you can do option selling in it and make a okay return by the coming sessions. But do keep if you do option selling in this like me, then keep a tight profit stop. This is the music at some point will end as it chooses one of the sides. I believe when the range ends, it will have a higher likelihood to choose a bit of the upside to trap new investors and then come back down. So also, apart from box range, any up move above 7080 I believe is a dead cat bounce. I can be wrong, but until now who have been following my videos know that at least 80% of what I'm sharing, 80 to 85% is been 100% working and has been correct. So the probability is high that what is being analyzed is correct. So according to me, box range and dead cat bounce. So any up move, equity investors who want to go for it, don't think you're going to buy Bajaj today and then you're going to hold it for the next 6 months, it's going to double your money. Most likely it's going to bring you back down. So that's my point of view, and let's see how it works out. Now we'll be taking a look at the Sensex. Now the Sensex chart looks all dotty, and that is, as I'm right, anyone who is watching this analysis, I am looking at the Sensex index future chart of 18th October 2024, not the overall monthly, because Sensex even last week had the same problem, even this week had the same problem. I personally do not trade Sensex in day trading, so I do not know about the day trading aspect of Sensex apart from expiry day. I only trade Sensex on the expiry day, and on a daily basis it's Nifty and BANKNIFTY and sometimes FinNifty. But Sensex Expiry, even when I traded it last Friday for expiry, and it had the same issue that the other weeks contracts are completely illiquid. This one is the only one which is forming a chart and everything. So that is why I'm focusing on number one, the 18th October one, as this is expiry day. So this is the most relevant chart for us. And secondly, the monthly are not having enough liquidity. Now coming to my trading plan for the Sensex. Now this week has been very good for everyone who has been watching, and even for the clients. For example, me and clients had sold calls and they ended up making money as the market has had a fall this week. Now, what is my trading plan going ahead? Now I will try to zoom into it because it is a bit skewed now. I've zoomed into it, and according to me, as long as the Sensex is between 81,400 and 8950, you're not going to get a clean move. Again, this has come to a range bound zone, and why this range, I'm giving it a wider one. This is that even any up move here is not going to give you something big or by an option buy, because it won't be clean. So, and another thing, the range of this has to be bigger because it's an 81,000 rupee index. So this range is technically okay compared to its price. So according to me, if you're an option buyer between 81,400 and 8950, do not expect anything fantastic, as here there'll be dual way moves, and we can see how the moves have come tiny tight moves. So option buying within this range, I would say it's a fool's errand. You rather, if you want to do option buying, forget the Sensex today, go to the BANKNIFTY especially, and it will give you something, the Sensex option buying in this expiry, unless it breaks above 81,400 or below 89.50, you're not going to make money, whatever you do. If it breaks one of these levels, then is when option buyers will be able to make money, as the move will be clean, bigger, and quick. This range bound move will just end up wiping out option buyers. The decay will kill you. The small size of the price bars will kill you. So if you're an option buyer and really want to day trade, go to the Nifty and Bank Nifty, as there's a better opportunity there. Bank Nifty preferably. But once it breaks out of this range, then you can come and do option buying in the Sensex index. Now, if it breaks 81,400, then first our target is 81,650 and 81,800. These two are very important resistance zones, as they're going to determine how much of a strength the bulls have if they break 81,400. On the other hand, if we break 89.50, then 87.50 is a good support, but most likely will smash through and we'll go to 85.80, which is a very strong support. If you break 85.80, then 8400 and 84,150 come next. So for option buyers and option sellers also, actually, key resistance is 81,400, 84,650 and 81,800. If we break all that, then we can go up, but these three are going to really prove a challenge to basically the bulls. And on the downside, the key supports is 89.50, 85.80, 8400 and 8150. 8400 not that much, but key 89.50, 85.80 and 8150. So that's my option buying trading plan. As I said, within this range, I will not. Once it breaks either side of the range, that's when I'll come and option buy in the Sensex. Until then, I'll be an option seller in the Sensex. Okay, and I know option selling is now costing much more, but it is what it is. Now, according to me, if you're an aggressive option seller, first, before I go into that, in fact, I'll be selling both calls and puts. But I will most likely enter call sells first and then enter put sells later. But all will be determined by my trend catcher indicator. Like, there's some videos I do not highlight the trend catcher indicator because there we do not need to obey it strictly. But this is one where I think we need to obey strictly. As you can see, the zero line is here and we are basically just hovering below it in a very flat manner. So the trend is trying to decide which side it wants to take in a big way. So I will obey that, and but if I look at it general point of view before the market opened, I will most likely be selling calls first. If you're aggressive, you can sell calls above 81,400. If you're not aggressive, you're a cautious option seller, you can sell calls above 81,650. And then puts, if you're an aggressive put seller, then I would say you sell below 87.50, and if you're cautious, you go 85.80 or 8400. Now, why on the put sell side I'm going further down is right now the market has been going down, 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 and usually when falls happen faster. And another thing, if you look at our market, the Indian market generally, forget the Sensex, look at Sensex, Nifty, Bank Nifty, Fin Nifty, Mid Cap Nifty. In the past 2 to 3 weeks, we have been gapping down mostly. We have had many gap down days, and that has taken away a lot of the move. So that is why I'm being a bit cautious on the put sell side, as the gap, basically the chance of dropping is more than the chance of rising right now. So my trading plan again, I will plan to sell calls above 81,400, and I will wait for the fall to happen, to us to go to 89.50, and if I see us breaking, then I'll wait for it to fall towards one of those supports, then I will sell puts. Yes, as I said, even if we fall to 85.80 and I decide to be aggressive, then I'll sell 87.50 and below, because those options will still end up decaying well because of the movement. So again, reiteration, I will enter call sells at open, but put sells I will enter as we deal with each support and as the trend catcher indicates at those supports. So that's my trading plan for today. It's come a longer video because it's a complicated thing, as it's not a clean trade like how we have on some days. Some days they're clean trading plans and some days they're not. Today is one where there's not a clean trading plan, as there's a lot going on in the market, as FIIs have sold colossal amounts in the past 3 weeks, and So basically that is what is completely breaking the market day by day. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Any questions you can send me and I will answer them, and any suggestions or any stocks you want covered, drop them in the comment section below or WhatsApp them to the number shared in the description box below. Thank you.